Alright folks, welcome back to UKSG Red 2024. This event we're raising money for Crisis. You can donate with the links below the stream. We would also like to shout out ESA and BSG for their continued support. Now, before I pass you over to Crazy Al, just as a quick update here on our big incentive of the event, Save the Animals is leading with $1,020. Kill the Animals is trailing on $801. You have until the countdown of the final escape sequence begins to get all of your donations in for your favorite side. Do you want to boost Save the Animals and make this a sure win, or do you want Kill the Animals to close the gap? Now is the time to decide. But until then, Crazy Al, Super Metroid, take it away.
Cheers, mate. My name is Crazy Al. I'm joined by the one and only Broken Hyperlink.
Hello.
Thank you for joining me.
No worries.
And I'm going to try and show you what Super Metroid any percent looks like, I suppose. So, I guess we can get started.
Do you want to push the button or?
Oh, you can push the button.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
You really ready?
I'm really ready.
Let's go. So we start off, we're on a little space station here called Ceres, and we're investigating something. There is lore in this game, and we'll see little bits of it.
So if you notice, Al was doing little jumps over the edges as to not grab them, because Samus loves to try and grab walls because she wants to try and wall jump off of them. But that's slow and wastes time.
So we're looking for the Metroid. There it is. Let's get it.
We did it. Game over.
Wait a minute. So we're going to take some damage from Ridley here in the corner, because we can only progress once we reach a certain level of health. Technically it is a boss fight, because you can technically kill Ridley there. Not really kill, but you can defeat them. I think it takes about 100 shots. And you'll notice me waving my arm cannon around. Basically what that does is push Samus forward like a pixel every time you do it. So anytime you've got a long running section, you're going to want to wave your arms around.
Save all the frames, save all the pixels. So unfortunately, there is a thing called Steam RNG, where you can't get hit by the Steam and it pushes you back. You lose a couple seconds every time you get hit.
Yeah, it's awful. Ceres Station is a terrible place to be. But thankfully we don't need to be there for long. And it gets blown up. It's fantastic.
Don't need it anyways.
So Ridley has escaped with a Metroid, and we need to chase him down. So we go to Zebes, or Zebes, or Zebes, or however you want to pronounce it.
Should we start a donation war? How's it pronounced? You'd love to seem to donate for Hydrocity or Hydro City.
I hear, don't start from HUDs over here. I say do. Donate. Tell us how you pronounce Hydro Kitty.
So our first objective as we land on the planet Zebes is to find the Morph Ball, because Metroid cannot crawl.
Metroid cannot crawl, it's so sad.
That is terribly sad.
So we do a little bit of movement down, and we try and pre-open the door just because they're a bit slow to open.
So here I'm going to break my fall speed cap by doing something called a moonfall, and I messed that up, but that's okay.
Some little bit of tight platforming over here. And there's a certain technique we do with the elevators where you can stop on a dime by, I believe it's diagonally aiming and pressing down.
Yeah, if you diagonally aim, you'll stop on a dime, whereas if you don't, you kind of slide along the ground for a little bit. And we got the yellow ball, which is very important. It's good to get the yellow ball, not the pink ball.
Oh.
So now we need some armaments, I think, because our little pea shooter cannon isn't enough. So let's get some missiles.
I hope you enjoy this jingle, it plays a lot.
Yep.
So I'll just try to do the mock ball though, which lets you gain a lot of speed before you're technically supposed to be able to get that amount.
Yeah, so if you like do a running jump into a morph ball and you morph like roughly around the frame you touch the ground, you will maintain your running speed as you roll. So they call that a mock ball, and we'll be using it a lot.
Where did all these space pirates come from? I'll take care of all of them before we get out of this room.
This is the infamous climb.
Oh, doing the wall climbing strat.
Oh.
It is quite hard to do because you have to avoid all the space pirates. Some people can actually hit the space pirates while still jumping on the wall. I don't know how they do it.
Me neither.
I struggle enough doing the wall climb. So now we're going to get our first set of bombs, I believe.
Yep. And our first mini boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
First and only mini boss fight. Well, that's not true. We fight boss later.
So this room kills a lot of beginners, I believe. They don't expect it.
Looking at how the bed war is going, we are going to see this room again later. So line up pixel perfect right here, which means as soon as the bomb chorizo stands up, he will jump backwards into the corner. Which is good for us. Oops, missed that last missile. That's not good. So I did get the decapitation on the bomb chorizo, which is not ideal. It does waste a little bit of time. If you do perfect hits, it doesn't delay, doesn't get decapitated like that.
Alright, this is the point when we do an Alcatraz.
This is a notorious trick. It's not really that difficult, but when the pressure's on, there we go.
Nice. So you're basically doing several tiny wall jumps up that tiny bit and morphing into the ball as soon as you reach the top and immediately trying to shoot left. Not easy to do when you're under pressure.
Yeah, it's quite an infuriating trick right at the start of the game.
Yep.
But we ball, we get through it.
So we are making our way down to Brinstar so we can do a little bit of a sequence skip.
Yeah, first sequence break of the game coming up. It's called Early Supers. So we get the super missiles earlier than we're supposed to. We should have to fight a mini boss called Spore Spawn.
No one likes Spore Spawn.
Nah, no one likes Spore Spawn.
Even Bot Wound's a bit debatable on whether or not we like him.
We need to farm these two enemies really quickly so we can get the missiles, and I didn't do it quickly enough. That's fine, need missiles for the door. So I'm going to jump through here, do a mock ball, and then zoom past two closing doors. There we go.
One of the most satisfying tricks to do.
That is really satisfying. So this is Early Supers, the first sequence break. And I fell a bit short on the platform, but that's fine.
Do we have a moment for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
All right, well, we have $25 from Dice saying, had to donate during the runner that brought Brian the Brinstar Fish Lord to life.
Yep.
Good luck, Al. You've got this. And that money is going towards kill the animals.
Nice
so
one.
The gap is closing. Back to you.
Brian the Brinstar Fish, unfortunately we won't see him in this run, but maybe I'll run Super Metroid again in a different category and we'll get to see Brian.
We're just making our way over, grabbing some missiles and anything we can find on the way there.
Also, I forgot to shout it out, but this is the area called Brinstar in the game. Has the best music in the game, by far.
They had no need to go this hard on Brinstar, but they did.
Oh, the music in this game is unreal. How good it is. Get the charge beam, which we're going to use a lot. We'll use it in the next room. I And I failed the jump, but that's okay.
Hoppers I find to be one of the most annoying enemies.
Down through Red Brun Star. We'll be back up this way later. That's called Red Tower. It's a really frustrating room. Oh, we missed the first damage boost of the run.
Oh no!
That's devastating.
Plenty more though.
Oh, aye.
Another room we'll be seeing later. It's almost as if this is a Metroidvania.
Maybe.
So we find this little secret hidey hole and we go into the mouth of the beast to fight Kraid.
Not a lot of people realise it, but that is another sequence break. You're supposed to go down and get the high jump boots first.
Is it? I didn't even realise. I just do it that often and it's easy enough.
Yep, it is easy enough. Although I don't know if it's technically a sequence break because there's a lot of things in this game that people think the developers intentionally left in, so I think that's probably one of them. And I need to remember to take a save point here just in case. Maybe taking a lot of saves throughout the run. That's not good. I didn't realise that was a super door. And it's not a save room either. I didn't.
Oh, no.
I genuinely didn't know that. It'll be fine.
So we gotta watch out for these
Yeah.
mini Kraids because they can do a lot of damage if you're not careful.
I needed to go back to get another super. I wasted that one. I don't actually know where the save room is then. Near here. Let's hope we don't die in this. That would be very bad.
I believe.
I probably should have taken the refill while I was up there. Alright, gonna try and do a quick kill on Kraid here.
So we're informed to move his hand a little bit and then he's gonna open his mouth when he roars.
Just about made it. That was
Oh.
so close.
So we did all 1000 damage just before Kraid managed to get up by using our missiles. Saves a ton of time. Kraid.
Absolutely. You're not supposed to have super missiles in that fight, so that's why he gets stun locked. Like so.
Once he gets up, it gets quite annoying because he has 3 holes he likes to shoot things out of, I think.
Oh yeah. So we got the Varia suit. That is damage reduction and it will protect us from really hot rooms that we're going to see pretty soon. So if you go down into Norfair, there's rooms that you just constantly take damage in, unless you have the Varia suit.
So if the name of this category didn't give it away, this is the old route. What was it that was specifically found that changed it?
I don't know exactly what was found, but you know, over the years, people have just discovered that there's a faster route. So there's 4 bosses, you can kill them in any order, and people do kill them in any order. KPDR is the order of bosses that we're fighting today. But new route is like PKRD. That's the first letter of the names of the bosses, if that wasn't obvious. Oh, just missed. That's very sad.
Can I jump in with another donation here?
Of course you can.
All right. Well, we have. Well, I know I said the gap is closing previously, but
no.
these $25 from Prof NES saying, and I'm sorry, Elmo says it's pronounced "save the animals," and no bonus points as to where that's going. The gap returns back to where it was at the start. So keep those donations coming, folks. Let's see who takes it in the end. Back to you, Crazy Al.
So we have to kill that guy and then open the door. Otherwise, if we do it on the way out, it takes a lot longer. The section we're in now is like a kind of item collection section through Upper Norfair. We're just going to run around, collect a bunch of items, and then be heading up, back up to the surface to fight Phantom. Easily the most annoying boss in the whole.
A lot of items in quick succession in this bit. So we go up a couple floors to this green one. Blue.
Go through the green door later. I promise. This can be quite a difficult platform section. Not necessarily difficult, but you could easily lose a lot of time in here by doing things like that.
We're trying to move through this section as quickly as we can, so we don't touch the lava. If the next room does the exact same. No, not this room.
This is a pretty infamous trick as well. This is called Bubble Mountain. A lot of new runners will struggle here, but you get through it. That was actually pretty painful. Down in here to get the best item in the game.
Oh, absolutely. This section even just scanned it. It's great. Just get to run and pump.
Yeah, run and pump. Oh, I hit the door.
Oh no.
And yeah, this is why it's the best item, because it makes you go fast.
Speed booster, my beloved. The effect on it is great.
So it makes you run really fast, and it lets you perform a trick called a Shine Spark, which we'll be seeing pretty soon. Hopefully we get good RNG on these drops. Didn't. We need to farm for a few more super missiles, which we got straight away. Let's go.
Very popular spot for people to be farming out for a good chunk of time.
Kill the King Cactus. Always kill the King Cactus. He is the worst. This is a terrible room and I hate it.
It is quite hard platforming to do to get across them. And if you're too slow, you will fall.
You can even fall through the platforms pretty easily if you're not careful. It's a lot of fun.
A bit of wall jumping to get up to the door, and what's this? Wave beam?
Yeah, Wave Beam will let us shoot shots kind of like through walls and stuff like that. It'll also let us do a pretty cool charge beam attack later on.
So now we get down here and we try and jump up, and we do get it. If not, we just fall down, open the door, do a slight detour.
No, I just get angry and keep trying. I never go for the detour. I just get tilted. So that's all for Upper North Fair. Later we will be back, for now rather, we will be back later. Oh,
Aw.
keep hitting doors, man. Oh, good.
One of the most fun things you can do in Super Metroid is blast through a bunch of walls and enemies with your speed booster. It's near enough invincible.
Going up here with one super missile is not ideal.
No, it's...
Really not ideal, but it'll be alright.
We'll make it work.
Well, RNG drops and stuff like that can be quite an important part of the run. Not so much in this category because you get plenty of drops. Plenty of options to farm. So hopefully we're going to see our first Shine Spark here.
Can we go to the moon with our Shine Spark?
Nice. That's a trick called Alpha Spark. This is the first.
Ah, I see.
So Red Tower rising, already causing problems.
So wall jumping can be hard enough as is, trying to do it off of one tower blocks. Not good. Trying to do it whilst also avoiding all the enemies.
Yeah, there's a block here at the top that we destroy with a shot and we have to jump fast enough. We can do it in one. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Okay, this is not good. Maybe we can catch it. Just about.
Oh, well done.
There you get to see a perfect example. If that closes, it can be pretty difficult to get the sequence back.
So I've heard some people say this is one of the most difficult rooms to get through, just with the spikes on the top and everything coming out from the middle and everything.
I think it's pretty easy. Like the best part about the spikes at the top is you just jump into them and damage boost. That's how I roll anyway. Power bombs, they're going to be useful. We're going to use them straight away.
So if it didn't give it away, each colored door has a different weapon assigned to it. So all green doors are supers, pinks.
I need to take this save. I forgot about that. In case Phantoon kills me. It's actually a pretty good thing because I've only got 3 supers.
Our pinks would be our regulars, missiles.
Yeah.
Orange would be our power bombs.
So I need a few extra supers anyway. So I'll farm these cactuses. They're guaranteed super drop pretty much. It is extremely rare that they will drop health instead of a super.
90% of the time, it's 100% of the time.
Absolutely. I think it's like a 0.2 chance that they will drop health rather than a super.
So we've came up the second elevator here to get us to the wrecked ship to fight Phantoon. And I know I keep going on about Speed Booster and our Shines Box. This is probably one of the best ones in the game.
Oh, absolutely. If I can get it.
If you can get it, it is quite hard to do though.
Oh, I didn't shoot.
Oh no!
So you're supposed to shoot a super missile here and it would open the door to the right and you fly through the door and all the way through the next room. Really, really precise trick and I'm devastated I didn't get it.
We could do a shorter one here.
Yeah, we do a... It's actually not that good. Like, it's better just to do the 2 separate shine sparks anyway. But
Gotta show it off though.
gotta show off. This is the wrecked ship, the home of the most annoying boss in the game.
Probably one of the quickest areas to get to the boss too as well. It's a
Yeah.
very small area.
I also have a quick donation while you get there.
Go for it.
Yeah, well, we have $48.85 from the lovely folks over at our new friends at NSG Marathon saying, donating to bring the total to $51.50 flat, which is what we need to do to Elmo after all of, well, that. Cheers from across the water, and we'll see you all in March. And yes, indeed, we'll tell you more about what NSG has in store for you over in Norway at the closing ceremony. But yes, that donation is going towards Kill the Animals.
Yeah.
And now it's getting real competitive here, so yeah, we'll see who prevails after all of that. So keep those donations coming. Thank you, NSG Marathon. Back to you, Crazy Al.
Fortunately, quite a slow pattern there.
I knew that wasn't going to work. So what we just did there was called an X factor. See those purple particles flying around? They basically fly in an X and they deal a lot of damage if they all hit, but only 2 of them hit. And I am approaching danger zone here. I really need some health drops. It's
Well, the
good.
game
We missed the first X factor, but we can try again.
So again, we can only fight Phantoon
Nice.
once his eyes opened. Well done.
Alright, so that was not a great fight, but we did get through with 34 health, which is just above health bomb range. Health bomb means if you're below a certain health, you hear an alarm start playing, and then when any item drops you get will be purely health. But we do need missiles and power bombs for the next section, so it's a good thing that we didn't get health bombed. Just barely didn't get health bombed.
So now the Phantoon's died, everything in the ship has woken up. A lot more enemies. These little robot guys that are going about the place. More of a nuisance than anything.
Yeah. Come on, don't do that. That'll be the last super missile pack that we pick up because we only need 10.
So we go up to the attic here to escape, as it will lead us directly to the barrier suit.
Gravity
Gravity.
suit. We're going to take a save well because wrong button. How do you How does it work? Do I have to go out and come back in again? You can tell I use the save stations often.
See, I don't use them, especially not this one.
I'm scared of dying. I'm really scared of dying in Poland.
I think the only save room I ever use is the one just before Mother Brain.
Oh, I got to.
So up into the attic, we are going to...
Uh-oh, that's not good. It'll be fine.
We're going to try and kill as many of these enemies as we can to give ourselves plenty of space to charge up our speed.
Oh,
Oh,
it's going to keep happening. Almost. Right, so we actually have to kill everything in this room in order to open that door, but we missed this guy.
there's always one.
Yep. Gotta be really careful because we're really low health, and the next section we need to take at least 100 damage or something like that.
We go down here and we find a inconspicuous hole in the ground. Just crawl through it.
Nice super drop. I would have preferred health. I'm gonna farm that again because 99 health isn't really a lot. That's better.
Oh, the game listened to you.
Hey, 69.
Nice.
That was not a good jump. You are supposed to use a grappling hook to get across there, but
We're speedrunners.
we don't really
need
need it. You won't see the grappling hook in this, and this is a perfect time for donations, if you got any.
Nothing as of yet, and I'm sure people will help me rectify that very soon. But in the meantime, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Crisis. I've already told you a little bit about what they do in general, but let me give you a little bit more about what they do in their own words. So they say, we carry out pioneering research into the causes and consequences of homelessness and campaign for the changes needed to end it for everyone for good. And very fitting, as the cost of living crisis continues, more and more people who've been living with the pressures of poverty for years are being pushed to the brink of and into homelessness. And people already living without a decent and safe home are trapped, finding it even harder to leave homelessness behind. So hopefully, with your donations, Crisis can make their mission successful. Same way Crazy Al is trying to make his mission here on Super Metroid a success. But yeah, keep those donations coming. Let's see which of the options in Super Metroid is gonna take it. Kill the Animals movement is beginning to gain steam here, if you will. At 875 to save the animals, 1045. So yeah, let's see what happens next. Back to you, Crazy Al.
So we just picked up the gravity suit, which is going to again reduce damage, but more importantly, it will let us move really.
Important thing to grab, as we will be coming up to Meridia soon, which is, I think, in terms of video games, one of the better water levels, in my opinion.
Oh, aye, definitely.
Mostly because they give you a suit that mitigates most of the movement.
A little bit of farming before we go down because we need to spend a lot of health. As you do. Back down Red Tower. Hopefully we can get this damage boost the second time. Hey.
Nice. Super Metroid is such an optimized run. Everyone will try and find everything to just save 0.1 of a second,
Why?
even a frame.
Every frame counts. Which is why we need to kill the animals. Need to get a wall jump just on that edge before we go in, so we get a big jump when we go through this door here. Squeeze by the fish. That fish doesn't have a name. Another fish without a name.
It's blue fish.
I can't say that fish's name on stream.
Uh-oh. So we do a diagonal up to this door. Just ignore the entire room, we don't need to review.
Another save room that I'm not used to taking. But Botswoon, who's the next mini-boss, can absolutely kill us if he wants to.
Surprisingly can do a lot of damage for... Would you class him as a mini-boss?
He's definitely a mini-boss,
Yeah.
yeah. He's got the mini-boss music. He's a very mini-boss. I'll give you that.
So here's a bunch of mock droids.
Yeah, these aren't real Metroids. Pay no attention to them.
They're harmless, more or less.
Another X Factor trick here. Nice. Oh, okay. That was
Unfortunate.
strange, but it worked, I guess.
So we want to try and avoid both his head and his body. His head does 40 damage, I believe, and his body does 42. Don't know why the 2's there, it's a bit of a random number.
I kind of failed the quick kill, but it wasn't too bad. Hopefully he drops me plenty of supers. I got 1, that's not enough.
Wasn't very kind of him. So this section, I believe, is where the term halfy or full halfy comes from.
Yes. Next trick you'll see, I actually have to farm for a couple of supers here. So the next trick here is called halfy because you're going to fly halfway through the room. I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, we've got the charge.
Nice.
Nice.
So that's halfy. It's kind of difficult, but what's more difficult is the full halfy because you notice it's called the halfy because you fly halfway through the room. Full halfy, you fly the whole way through the room. But that's much more difficult. I've never actually done that. Hey. So I do a bit of farming there, see if I can get any extra supers for the fight. 3 is okay. More would be better. We do get a second opportunity. He did drop a super, let's go. Good lad.
So we fall down the fake spikes. Yes, they exist for some random reason, never explained.
This is the Dragon fight, boss number 3.
Get rid of these panels because we don't want them shooting us in the middle of the fight.
So we're going to set up a trick here called Rain Dance, and it uses the X Factor that we saw earlier. You get a clearer picture of it, what it actually looks like in this fight. Dragon is the only boss that can be hurt with a Shine Spark, but only if you actually hit her. If you do that, then it doesn't do any damage.
I believe it's specifically in the forehead as well.
Yes, it is specifically in the forehead, directly to the forehead.
So we hate when we see those webs because we can get caught in that unless we have our spark charged up.
A little bit of damage. Right, if the little grey things, if they touch you, you basically
Get stuck and slow down.
get
a bunch.
stuck and it slows you right down, and
She loves grabbing you then,
it does.
which is a massive time loss if that happens.
Almost. I'm taking a lot of damage. This is not ideal. Come on.
Yeah, we never like seeing bosses swoop. There
Nice,
we go.
just about 10 HP.
Got it very close. So incoming babies take her to the grave, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I guess so. We did get health bombed, which is annoying. 'Cause we need resources. We're pretty low on everything. We've got no supers. But we got plenty of time to get some. Should be okay. Space jump is an item that's going to let us jump in midair infinitely, and it's even better when you're in water because you can jump really fast. When you're out of water, it's kind of janky, to be honest. Oh, didn't get the womble jump, whatever. Space jump makes it a lot easier to traverse Meridia, as you can see.
This is probably one of my most hated rooms. Bit of an awkward platformer.
Lots of cactuses to kill though, and that's always fun.
So we're now in search of the plasma beam.
Plasma beam is indeed the best beam, but we only get to use it for a couple rooms, which is unfortunate.
That's how it usually is.
Watch out for the fish.
We do a little bit of climbing in this room, and what are those little stingray creatures called?
They're pancakes.
Just pancakes?
Literally pancakes. So that power bomb I laid just before picking up the plasma beam basically keeps the enemies. I need to kill all the enemies in this room to get through it, and it basically puts them all in a good position. So you can just kind of... Oh, didn't get that one though. This is what I mean about space jump. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When you're outside of water, it can be kind of janky.
May I jump in with a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Alright, here's $20 from Lydia saying, watching someone go fast through Super Metroid when I'm not too familiar with the game is amazing. Keep up the good work. Just as a reminder, folks, when you are donating, don't forget to dedicate the donation amount to one of the incentives. Well, the incentive that we have here, which is save or kill the animals. But yeah, thank you for your donation. Regardless, let's get a nice amount for Crisis. Back to you, folks.
I think it was just kill the animals, actually. I don't think we're doing save the animals.
Save the Animals is leading right now. So.
Nah, that doesn't exist.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I don't look at it, it doesn't exist.
I'm looking at it. It
Uh-uh.
exists to me.
So, not the best resources leaving Meridia. I would like to have a lot more health in this. It is what it is. So back to Upper North Air, and we're going to go get the Ice Beam, which will increase our damage even more.
A very crucial beam needed for much later in the game. Helps fight the Metroids down in Turian.
It is essential. We got the ice cream. That is so much money for the Super Metroid Saver Kill the Animals. Wow. Thank you all for donating and supporting. It really means a lot.
It is actually quite incredible. We have raised close to $2,000 with this bid war alone, which is incredible generosity from everybody. Do you have a moment for one more donation?
Always.
Yeah, we have $5 from Droid, and they simply say, and Samus goes wee. That's going towards kill the animals, and goodness me, the gap is closing. Team Kill the Animals, you are definitely mobilizing there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Although I support Save the Animals myself. Keep it up. All right, back to you folks.
Now we head down into Lower Norfair, which is like Norfair, but water.
No way.
I know. So this the gravity suit actually stops you from taking damage in lava, which is really nice because there's a lot of lava in this game. But then they just put lava that does damage you, even with a gravity suit in Lower Norfair. So I thought that was quite cruel.
It doesn't make sense. It's supposed to protect against
I think
lava.
it's technically acid, superheated acid, which tell me that's different from lava. But we've got a pretty difficult trick coming up in the first couple of rooms. It's called Fast Pillars. I've managed to get it a few times in practice. We'll see how it goes.
So
Oh, well.
we're trying to stutter us running a little bit because the game only checks every few frames whether or not you're actually running. So we're able to tap the run button in a certain frequency, certain timing, or as the wiki says, on the magic frame.
Yeah.
It it just says, just try it, figure it out.
So I just barely misplaced my power bomb there, which means I am going to have to go and take the power bombs of shame. Very sad. Come on, get into position. Good. Die.
But our short charge, or I've heard so many different names for it. Stutter step, short charge, quick charge. It's used a lot throughout the run because it lets you get your spark a lot sooner than what you're supposed to.
Yeah, you can get it in a really small space. Basically, to get it normally, you have to just run in a straight line until you start to see Samus flashing. Then, once you crouch, it activates the spark, but it only lasts for like 3 seconds, so you have to then use it pretty quickly. There's a lot of really cool tricks you've done with the Shine Spark, short charging. I wish I could do them. Okay,
Nice
this is the
V-twin.
really dodgy section here because I got no health. But it's fine, this is fine.
We're fine. We're safe. We're safe for now.
We're gonna have to do a fair bit of farming though, because we got another boss fight coming up. This is our last power bomb. We should have one more because we need to use another one before we get to Ridley, but we have to get the infamous power bombs of shame. Very sad. Really don't want to take damage. Yeah, this is okay.
Oh,
It's fine.
well, save room's only a couple of rooms away, so
Yep. Super Metroid is a brutal game. The best players will die. But that's why we save.
Well, while you are heading back to where you were, I do have a few donations here that could be read out.
Go for it.
Sorry, what was that?
Go for it.
Ah, yes. Very good. Well, I have $60 from Zero Kieran going towards Save the Animals. It says, good luck, Crazy Owl. Enjoying the run so far. On the off chance Save the Animals wins. Off chance. It's leading by nearly $200. Will we get an animal spark? And once I'm finished, I'll leave it to you to explain what that animal spark is. We also have $25 from Nanaki Emi, our very own, saying, kill him. Kill them all. Bring him back and kill him again. Hashtag Team Close Race. And again, no bonus points as to where that one's going. It's going towards Kill the Animals. Finally, we have $10 from Lydia saying, just gotta throw another $10 in. And that's going towards Save the Animals. So yeah, indeed, the race is heating up. Back to you folks.
Oops. Right, so Metal Pirates room. This room screwed up a lot of people casually because these pirates don't take damage unless they sort of flash yellow, like so. And in order to make them do that, you have to stand on these platforms where I'm standing. There you go, casual Super Metroid players. You can have that for free.
Such an odd room.
So I apologize, I am going to have to do a fair bit of farming here. It's not ideal.
It's absolutely needed for Ridley, though. Ridley is a real boss.
Oops. One more and then we'll go. Goes.
Now, let's see what panel we'll get from Ridley. Up he goes. Is pogoing the best thing for him to be doing? So if you notice, Ridley will, throughout the entire fight, change colours. That's him entering different phases. The colours basically just mean he's at X percentage, his speed is increased. So this is Ridley pogoing. If we manage to get our forward-facing foot just off the platform, we could just stand there and unload on him.
There he is.
And he does this really annoying thing of grabbing us. He's not
So,
very happy.
He should have died before the pogo because I dealt enough damage. You only have to deal, after he turns red, you have to deal, I think it's 9 shots. And it doesn't actually die. If you keep shooting him, he will just blow up, but after 9 shots, he will pick you up like that and then just explode. And this is the Ridley E-Tank, just purely for safety. You don't usually get that. So that's all 4 bosses done. We head to the end of the game.
Head to the hardest section of the game, Turian.
Yeah, Turian's hard not because of the platforming or the enemies you need to face, but it's just the APM that you need. Because you have to do a lot of actions on the controller really quickly. Where is he? Come on.
So we're trying to basically get our way back to the ship more or less at the very beginning of the game. Head left as if we were going to our very first room. But we take a slight detour.
Folks, may I interject with some quick news?
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna read a few donations here. We have $20 from Tojin saying, kill them animals. $10 from Diabotical saying, time trials, also going to kill the animals.
Time trials.
And finally, $180.77 from Saber Rider saying, let's make this interesting. And
Let's go.
after a quick refresh, I am excited to announce we are dead even on the incentive. It's a straight tie down to the cent.
That's incredible.
So thank you very much for the incredibly generous donations. The competition really is heating up now, like the lava that's rising on the Super Metroid. Anyway, back to you, Al. Thank you for your donations.
These 3 musketeers, I think those enemies are called, they can be pretty devastating. They deal a lot of damage. A lot of runs have died in that little corridor.
Very awkward way of flying about with them. So we're almost doing our final lap of this place as we're getting all the way out from the lowest point of Norfa. Right back up to the beginning. We get to see all the rooms we've been through.
Pretty much, yeah. Sadly, we don't get to go back through Green Brinstar.
Unfortunate, we
Got
don't
the
get
best
that
music.
tune. So we get up to about here, pretty much about safe at this point.
Yeah, we go back through Meridia and then up to the surface.
And while you're heading through, I do have one more donation.
Go for it.
Yeah, it's $20 from Boglior. I will forever and always butcher that name, but it's $20 saying round numbers. And it's going towards Save the Animals. So that is taking the lead once again. It's giving me chills how close this is. Back to you, folks.
Pay attention. Redfish. That was all. Oh, we see him again. The rare second redfish sighting.
So nice we had to see him twice.
All little shortcuts you find in this map. It's really, really well designed game. Absolutely go and play it if you haven't played it. Don't ask me for help.
So here we are, back at the surface, just going all the way left. Get a nice little spark going.
Oh, very sad. Okay. So if we get the speed booster, we can blast through those blocks, but I didn't, so I have to bomb them.
So if you remember this room, we went left, I believe.
Yep.
Yep. Trying to remember left and right. But now we're taking right and we see a weird statue.
Yeah, this is the G4 statue. I don't know what the G stands for. Golden. Oh yeah, it's golden. That's what it stands
Yeah.
for. Golden 4. That's all 4 bosses that we beat. There goes Kraid, and then Vantoon. Raygon's on the right. Ridley perched on top.
My
It's also the
favourite
room
part.
where I practice horizontal bomb jump.
You may as well. You have plenty of time whilst everyone decides to lose their eye.
And this is why I don't run new route, because the new route you have to do horizontal bomb jump, and it's really hard.
I struggle even trying to do the vertical bombs. The timing on them's not nice.
Hello. I would
Hello?
like to make a few quick announcements, first of all.
Okay.
As of just a few seconds ago, UKSG Red 2024 has raised the second most money in the history of UKSG.
That's right.
And it's thanks in no small part to the people having an absolute frenzy over this incentive. There is currently $20 separating the two options. And in the lead, it's Kill the Animals.
Yeah.
The folks here really love it, but we will see which one prevails in the end. Back to you, folks. Oh my god. Okay, keep going. We'll get back to that.
So I need to have 10 super missiles at the end of this section, or I basically can't progress. That was cool. Okay, drops are looking better. This is the final Metroid room.
And if I may just interject one last bit, let me remind you, the incentive is shutting down when the countdown on the final escape sequence begins. So it's not long after the final boss is defeated, that's when we shut it down. So make sure you get those donations in before that. Back to you, folks.
Yep. now's the time to get your donation. Absolutely.
You heard Crazy Al. Let's make it happen.
So, Chad, do you remember that little baby Metroid at the beginning of the game?
Yeah, we get to see him again. There's the baby.
The baby.
Baby Metroid. So there is a baby skip. You can skip the baby, but I can't. So we're going to do the baby skip.
Just let him chew on us before he graceful, I can't say the word. Before he realizes, just in time, who we are. Awfully nice of him to leave us with 1 health.
So basically, the baby recognizes Samus as its mother, I suppose.
So because we didn't get to skip, we gotta go in here and charge back up.
Yeah, this is the baby skip would skip this section, as well as skipping the animation where the baby grabs you.
It is quite terrifying because you just have a giant Metroid circling you as you try and jump over it. So the final room before probably one of the most infamous sections of the game.
Yeah. It is kind of trivialized in the speedrun, as everything is in speedruns, really. I say that now, I'm going to probably fail the skip. So there's a little red wall here, I don't know what it's called, but they're impassable. You're supposed to shoot them with a whole bunch of missiles in order to go through, but we can just do that, and then the rest don't spawn in for some reason, so that's cool.
It's some sort of check that it's like, if the first one hasn't been killed, then why spawn the others? So we just phase through it and save ourselves a bunch of missiles to then just plant in the face of Mother Brain.
Right. So that's why we needed a really, not a specific missile count, but we needed a lot of missiles, because if we go through that section and don't have enough missiles to initiate this boss fight, then we would just be soft locked.
So she's finally decided to wake up. Fortunately, we don't like that too much.
So this is Mother Brain. She shoots onion rings, meatballs, and french fries. There's a meatball. There's a french fry. More meatballs today. Where's my onion rings? There's my onion rings, thank you. And the ketchup as well, because you need that.
I've heard the onion rings be described as the soda. Make it a full meal.
So this next attack, we need 300 health at least to survive it, which is why we took the amount of energy tanks that we did. And we damaged down a little bit because we had a little bit extra, because we took 1 extra. So now we get a little animation, so if you get any messages or anything, now's the perfect time.
I have so many donations. But first, a quick refresh. Last chance, $1,430 for Save the Animals, $1,250 for Kill. Here's a quick donation. $5 from Empty Null saying, I want more chaos, goes to Save. $5 from Ragged Dan saying, animals are in danger, pull it back. That also goes to Save. There's so much more going on, but we'll handle that after the run. So back to you, Crazy Al.
Yeah, it's a really long cutscene.
Shall I do one more then?
Go for it.
All right, well, we have $10 from Joshima's, and it's fire emoji, dog emoji, cat emoji, fire emoji. Kill the animals is what it goes to. $20 from Mentopia saying save the frames, kill the animals as well. And $50 from Viper saying kill, that is all XD. All going towards kill, but it might not be enough. Final call, last call for these donations, and $55 away from $6,000. Insane stuff. Back to you, folks.
Also, rest in peace, the baby. But it has bestowed us with its LGBT powers. So
It's gamer powers. Now we have the Hyper Beam. Does a ton of damage, as you can see. Mother Brain does not like it too much. She will keep trying to attack us, so we do have to be careful, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually ever die at this bit.
I've died at this bit.
Oh no!
So that's it. Close the donations. Stop the count.
We are getting it shot, but first, $6,000! The second UKSG in history to make that happen. Thank you all for your incredible generosity. And I am happy to announce that with one final refresh, after $2,681 were raised for this bid war. Friends, today we are saving the animals! You are also insanely generous, and you have given us a very nice donation amount, but we can do just a little bit more. $456 left to go for an all-time UKSG record. Will you help us reach there? Well,
Oh, that's not good.
by all means, please help us. Now, help us get there. Back to you, Crazy Al. Wrap it up.
Since we are saving the animals, we do get to see one last Shine Spark trick. Hopefully. So back to where we fought Bomb Terizo, start of the game. Hey, that was the animals. We just saved them.
Just make our way into the final room.
Get ready on that button. Last time. I am a bit disappointed that I went over 1 hour, but it's all good.
We can blame the animals for that.
Yeah, blame the animals.
I think with the
shout.
amount that we raised here, I don't think anybody is complaining one bit. That was a fantastic run.
Well, that was Super Metroid, 90%. Thank you all for your kind donations, raising so much money for Crisis. Massive shout outs to all my friends who donated and everyone in the Super Metroid community that helped me over the years. You all know who you are, there's far too many of you to mention. And thanks everyone here at UKSG. Look, you'll see the animals. There they are. That was them getting saved. That's what you paid for, that one little pixel flying off to the right.
Amazing.
That's all for us. Thank you, Broken Hyperlink, for providing some much needed commentary.
No worries, thank you for having me.
And thanks to everyone else.
Yeah, thank you very much, Crazy Al, for a fantastic Super Metroid run. A round of applause to Crazy Al, everybody.
Thank you.
So many milestones hit there, so many. And I think this warrants, with the amount I have here, a donation speed round before we get into the intermission for the final run. Here we go. It's $50 from Profness saying, was it not enough for y'all that they died at GDQ? Goes to save. $20 from Big the Dave saying, I stand with Barbie. Save the frames. Goes to kill. $20 from TB Sliver saying, kill the animals. Save the frames. Goes to kill. $150 from Zero Kieran saying, hashtag Team Save. We know where that one's going. $10 from Big Mac saying, Mike killed enough animals in the Flash game run. Save those animals. Goes to save. $30 from fittingly Howling Mad Mike saying, thank you UKSG Red. $20 as promised for not botching my run. And $5 each for my amazing tech. Oh, and kill the animals. $50 from Dev Insanity with no comment, $20 from Profness with no comment, both going to save, $55 from Shida Hari saying, I want more content, Argana Suit and Elmo Time, save the animals, which is what brought us over $6,000. And then $55 from Gemini Twin saying, kill the animals, goes to kill. And final three, $10 from Leslie Claverdike with no comment, and two $5 donations from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you all for your insane generosity, folks. Quick intermission, and we're gonna head over to our final run. See ya there. Stay with us.